Hello people! We are today at 4 months post-surgery, which is incredible. The time has flown, but at the same time it's not. It's really weird. Like, the first 2 months after my surgery, it was really hard physically and also mentally because you're kind of limited in what you can or can't do. I have filmed 2 other videos that you can watch in the beginning of my surgery, before, during and after my surgery. So if you're interested and you're probably gonna have a surgery yourself, you might watch those, and I hope it will help you understand how it kind of works, if it hurts, or like all of those things, and the medical devices or things that might help you in your recovery. I'm gonna link the video somewhere, either in this video or under in the description box, so you can go check those out. And today I want to share with you all of the things that have changed for the past months, the things I'm able to do, not do, how is my pain, basically all of the updates. I don't want this video to be too long, I just want to be as efficient as possible. So, for context, if you need to know what I had a osteotomy and a acetabular... I don't remember, you need to go watch the first video, I had the exact terms. Basically, they reshaped my bone on my right hip, because I had, and I still have, hip dysplasia, and they also had to sew back my labrum because it was torn. Now, after the first 2 months, I was able to walk without crutches. I was still not walking perfectly, and I was, what is the word in English? Boité. I think it's limping, like, you know, when you walk a little like this. I don't know the exact word, but it was still kind of hard to walk normally without doing this, without limping. I'm sorry if it's not the word. It took me probably 2.5 months to be able to walk normally, and I still have about 2 months left of physical therapy. I know that in not every country you'll have that many months of physical therapy because it is expensive. Not all the countries refund your sessions and reimburse your sessions. Not all of the health insurances reimburse the sessions, so I get that not everyone will be able to afford the sessions if it's not covered by insurance, and that will depend on your country. In France, how it works is that every single physical therapy session, I think, is like 17 euros or 18 euros per session, and you basically get everything reimbursed by the French healthcare system and your health insurance a few days after paying, which is honestly awesome. I know that in France we have a really good healthcare system. So that is the physical therapy. I do 3 sessions, but I do 2 normal sessions with my PT in like a gym, with weights and with little elastic bands we put around the knees. And then I have 1 balneotherapy session, so basically we work in a pool. And balneotherapy has helped me so much to gain back my mobility. Today I'm not 100% mobile the way I was before. For example, if I want to sit with my legs crossed, not crossed, sorry, I'll just put that a bit away. If I want to join my feet together and just let it drop on both sides, this is my non-operated leg, it goes down, whereas this one doesn't go down more than this. My physical therapist and my surgeon have said it will take a few months to get back to where it was. It might not go back to where I was before in terms of mobility, but it will be pretty close to where I was. So this one doesn't go further. I'm okay with it. It doesn't hurt though when I do this. Then, in terms of walking, it does not hurt. The only time nowadays I feel some kind of discomfort, it's when I walk on an incline. For example, about 3 weeks ago we went on my first longer walk, or tiny hike as we can call it, and there was quite a bit of of incline walking, and then it's starting to not feel that well, you know, in the joint, in the groin, and I just stopped and I just went back because, you know, I don't want to force my hip to do things that hurt or still are not that comfortable. And then in terms of running, I started running today, which is, what day is it? We're the 25th or the 24th. I think we're the 24th of May, and I had my surgery exactly 4 months ago. So I have been starting running only today, and it's not on a regular treadmill, it's on those anti-gravity treadmills. Basically, it's super funny. You have kind of a pair of shorts you put on, they zip you all around the treadmill, and there is some air going under you, and you just feel kind of supported from under. It's kind of weird, and it removes up to 80% of your body weight. So my physical therapist said that today will remove 40% of my body weight while running, and I only did 10 minutes. We did 1 minute of running and 1 minute of walking, and we did that 5 times. And it felt really weird to be running again. I almost forgot how to run. You know, when you haven't spoken in a day because you were doing home office or whatever, sometimes when that happened to me, at the end of the day, I was like, wow, maybe I forgot how to speak because I hadn't had the chance to speak to anyone today, and then I just try to make a little sound to make sure I can speak again. Well, with running, it was kind of the same. But you know, you just know how to run, so it will just come back at some point. I was never a big runner, so I don't expect to run big mileages or long runs because I really don't like running. It's just getting back into it, and she was checking every 2 minutes if it hurt or if I felt any discomfort, which was not the case, and I'm really grateful that my body is getting better and stronger. In terms of body weight, I'm not gonna like give you my weight or whatever because this is really not important in those kinds of videos, but after my surgery I lost about 3 kilograms because you are not able to move a lot. You usually sit or lay down, and I have lost about 3 kilograms of body, not body weight, but like muscles. I'm pretty sure it was muscles, and fortunately enough, I was super scared of losing weight or muscles from only my right leg, so my operated leg, and I was scared it would be super hard to strengthen because then when you have one leg bigger than the other, you need to work out your lighter leg, or like the one that has lost a lot of muscles, and you cannot train on both sides. So I was kind of scared of that, but it did not happen. I just generally lost 3 kilograms. And now 4 months after my surgery, I'm at the same weight I was before. So, you know, it just all comes back. And I'm working out 3 times a week. We have incorporated weights, not a lot. I have been using plates of 5 kilograms that I put on my belly when I do, how do you call those? Shit, I don't know the name. Then I have been using some 8 kilograms or 10 kilograms weights to do this workout, I don't know how you call it. And then we have been doing lunges, we have been doing squats, we have been doing basically a lot of strengthening of the psoas, which are the muscles around your hips, then glutes, a little bit of core, because in the beginning it is quite hard to work your core or your abs without using your hips, and it's kind of tricky. And now we have been doing more abs differently with my physical therapist. If I had to give you some piece of advice, if you're interested, the main thing for me would be, do not compare yourself to people who go to the same physiotherapist as you for the same problem after your surgery, or to some people on the internet who had a different kind of experience in their recovery, because that is very frustrating. For example, I remember every time I was doing new things with my physical therapist, because I'm someone who loves statistics and knowing. I like to know the average of random things. So I was asking her every time we're doing a new exercise, oh, after how many days or weeks the average people that come to see you after the same surgery start to walk back normally without crutches, or like how long it takes for a normal person to be able to run. And I remember she told me, you know, Ellie, I have one of my clients who had the same surgery as you a few days after, a few days before you, I don't remember. And she started walking without crutches about a week after her surgery because she's an athlete and she just recovered super fast. And then I remember I was really frustrated because that's really not in the average. It's like extraordinary. And then I researched articles online and I was reading like how long it usually takes for a normal person to recover, not like an athlete or not a above average person. It doesn't matter what definition you would give to that person, but you know, it takes about 2 to 3 months to be able to walk without crutches. And some surgeons and some physicians, depending on the surgery they do on your hip, will ask you to wear crutches for 1 month or 2 months. So make sure you just follow their guideline. My guideline was you can put your body weight on your right foot right after the surgery, but help yourself with both crutches. Maybe your surgeon will tell you you need to have your foot above ground, like not put it down. It really depends on your case. It also really depends on the countries you're living in. What I have found on those scientific articles about hip surgeries is that, yeah, surgeons from all around the world usually follow the same guidelines that are followed in the country. For example, in America, almost every single person that has a hip surgery uses I think it's called a CPM machine, I'm not sure. You know those machines, I will do it on this foot, that are under your knees and that do this automatically for like 4 hours to make sure you have some kind of movement? Well, this machine in France is not used and not prescribed by your surgeons. It's only prescribed, and I asked that my surgeon, for knee surgeries and not hip surgeries. So see, it really depends the country you live in. Then, what else can I tell you? After 4 months, yeah, today we have started running. Other than this, I can do anything. She said if it doesn't hurt your hip or you don't feel discomfort, you can basically do it all. You can work your abs again, even if you're using your psoas or your hip muscles or muscles around the hip. She said, yeah, just as long as it does not hurt, now you can do all the rotations and all the things. I still feel some discomfort in some range of internal and external rotations, which will take way more time to be at where it was before my surgery, but that's okay. Now I'm finally able to sleep on the side, on the back, just how I want to sleep basically, and it feels so nice. Because I remember the 2 first months were really rough regarding sleeping because I was not comfortable sleeping on my back. Overall, if I had to tell you if it was worth it, I would say at 100%. I was super scared of my surgery because it was my first surgery under general anesthesia. I did not know what to expect. I was scared of the pain. I was also really scared of vomiting because I have fear of vomiting, and I was scared that I would vomit from anesthesia or from my medication because I heard that some people who get morphine or opium get sick, so I was super scared. That was one of my fears. And in the end, everything went super well. Obviously, the first 2 weeks are not glamorous. Don't expect them to be glamorous and do a lot of things and be productive, because that's just not the case. You will be tired, you might feel some kind of discomfort, but after a few months, here we are. You will be able to do a lot of things, almost everything. You will maybe start running again, or maybe you will have the opportunity to start running before 4 months. I know my surgeon said you cannot run before 3 months because it takes, officially, if I'm not mistaken, 3 months for your bones to get back to where they were. Because obviously they touched my bone when they were doing the surgery, and that takes 3 months to build itself back or something like this. So before 3 months I couldn't run, but you can start anywhere between 3 to 4 months. I don't think, quite honestly, that I have anything interesting or else to share with you other than those things. Just take it slow. I know I was the first person frustrated when my PT said, Ellie, if it hurts or if you feel discomfort, just don't push yourself. It might take longer than someone else, it might take less. We really don't care, just do it well and stop whenever it feels uncomfortable. I felt frustrated because I felt like I was doing things too slow. I was doing my sessions at the physical therapist and I sometimes stayed there for 2 hours because I was doing every single exercise so slow because I was scared of hurting myself. I was taking the proper time in between my sessions to just chill and let my body recover for a minute and a half or two. And now I just feel happy that I did it the way I did. I did not push myself. I cried a little bit because I was sometimes frustrated I couldn't do the things I wanted, like go for a long walk or go grocery shopping and carry things, heavy things. But now I just don't care because I'm where I'm supposed to be. My hip is almost fully recovered, even though it takes 9 months to 12 months to be 100% recovered. This is what my surgeon said. It will take 9 to 12 months. He said though, since I have hip dysplasia, there is a big probability that in a few years I will have to get the surgery on my left hip, but for now it hasn't been hurting. It's actually funny. I noticed since I started walking without limping that my walking, not rhythm, but the way I walk has changed. And I couldn't put a word on it. It just felt like I was walking weird, like not limping, but just not walking the way I was before. I know that we don't overthink the way we walk because it's something we do unconsciously. But after my surgery, since it didn't feel natural to walk again, I was kind of analyzing myself a bit too much, if you ask me. My boyfriend said when I asked him, it looks normal, you're not limping, it looks like you're walking straight. But the feeling I had when I was walking is like, I'm not sure. It's kind of weird. So yesterday I had my appointment with a podologue. I don't know how you call that in English. It's the person who specializes in feet problem, and they can make you custom made soles for your shoes. Podologue. I don't know how you call that, but whatever. And she analyzed the way my weight distributes on both of my feet, the way I walk, and all of those things. And she said, you're right. Your right foot has more pressure and more weight distributed when you walk. So I'm gonna have some custom made soles for my shoes in about 2 weeks, and I'm super excited about it. And it also explains why I had cramps in the middle of my feet whenever I was working out for too long. And I think it's kind of interesting after your surgery, a few months after, going to see a foot specialist just to make sure that you're walking properly, because then again it impacts your entire posture, your back. If you have any back pain, that's also really important. Don't know if I will make another video after my 6-month post-op, because quite frankly I don't think a lot of things are going to change from today to 6 months, you know. I'm almost able to do everything. I'll just maybe be able to to run faster, I don't know. But if this is the last video regarding this hip surgery, I hope I have answered maybe a few of your fears or a few of your questions. If you have any topic you would want me to discuss regarding my hip surgery, feel free to comment under this video or my 2 previous videos, and I hope I can answer. Again, make sure you ask all of those important questions to your surgeon or your medical team, because they might have the appropriate answers, obviously, because it's their job. But take your time in recovering. Don't push yourself too hard. Just do things slowly and do not hurt yourself. And with that said, I hope you will do good. I hope you will do wonderfully after your surgery. And I wish you the best. Salut!